Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to the Tarot Advent Calendar. Today is day 14 and I'm doing Kirsty Detchicky's 30 something tag today. I've already shuffled the cards, ready to go. It's 10 questions and it's about your 30s this time. Now in my 30s I broke up my relationship of almost 14 years to move to the UK and be with my Thai, and that caused quite a bit of a stir in my family, as you can imagine, and yeah, I even fell out with my family for about 2 years, and that was very hard, and yeah, they didn't get in contact with me until it was the 3rd of January, almost 5 years ago. I got a message from my parents saying, please come on Skype. And so I thought, my sister's pregnant. She'd got married, and I thought, okay, this is the call saying she's pregnant. Nope, she already had the baby 2 days prior. So yeah, that again was quite a shock, but it helped us get back in touch, and we are in touch now all day, every day, through WhatsApp, and I talk to my parents once a week on Skype. I see my little nephews because, well, nephew at the moment, because the other one's going to school full time now, but yeah, my sister had another child, and baby will be almost a year. Yeah, he'll be a year end of January, so yeah, I see him sort of once a week on Skype. But yeah, a lot went on in my 30s, but yeah, good things, very good things, but yeah, as with everything in life, sort of, there was also some bad stuff, and the bad stuff was pretty bad. I think there's a theme going with all these something tags, the teens one and the 20s one and now the 30s one, yeah. But it hasn't, I keep saying oh, my 30s weren't all that great either, but yeah. My 30s were considerably better, considerably better. Anyway, let's get into the question, shall we? How did the way you viewed your parents change? This is funny. The 9 of Pentacles. It's funny because this is a card that I pulled for myself yesterday. So yeah, and this is the A Vivid Journey again, and I couldn't think of why this would come up yesterday, and then I read the book, and in the book it talks a lot about independence and having your own place and your own life to look after, and that is so fitting for this question because yeah, of course I had already lived on my own before, but it was always close by, and I would always go back to my parents. I lived not all that far from them, so I would see them a lot, and holidays and birthdays and all that, and that sort of fell away once I moved to the UK, and yeah, that's not that easy anymore. So that did sort of change. I felt quite a bit like an outsider, and I still do sometimes feel like I'm the one having to make the initial contact, make sure that I'm part of whatever it is they're celebrating. So I'm always the one to ask, can we go on Skype? Oh, send me a couple of pictures. Oh, include me. But yeah, so this is quite fitting. I like that. Number 2, a domestic talent that you've discovered you had. Yeah, because I'm such a domestic goddess, aren't I? Yes. 4 of Wands. Swords, sorry. 4 of Swords. Is taking it easy a domestic trade? Like a domestic talent? I don't know. I don't think so. But yeah, no, I'm not like on top of everything, and the only thing I'm on top of is meal planning. I love to do that, and I love to sort of like, yeah, I've got lists, and yeah, that's the only thing I'm sort of on top of. The rest, I'm quite laid back. What kind of life partner were or are you? Queen of Pentacles. Now, let's forget about those first 3 years, shall we? Yeah, I like to think that I'm quite a nourishing, caring, loving partner. But I am quite down to earth. Like, I'm quite practical. But I am practical in my advice to anyone, really. I won't sit and cry with you most of the time. But I will give you practical advice. So, yeah, we went through some things here as well. Ty was made redundant. His company decided to... He worked for a major supermarket who had a distribution centre where we live. We lived somewhere else. We lived about 40 minutes away. We finally decided to move here. And within a couple of months, the company said, do you know what? We're going to move. And we're going to make people redundant. So yeah, that was fun. But yeah, I'm sort of like, okay, that's quite shitty. That's a really poo situation. Let's do something about it. So yeah, I'm practical. Caring, nourishing, but practical. Something I can do to make my own needs a priority. This is for, we're not... Six of Swords. Now, do you see that boat? Do you see where it's going? Away. Guess how I moved to the UK? On a boat. This is quite literally what I did. I broke away from my relationship. Yeah, kind of broke away from my family, from like yeah. So yeah, this is quite literally what I did. I moved away, left the situation, and of course with like family you can't ever completely leave, and I didn't want to, but yeah, I moved. I went away. I love tarot. Don't you love tarot? Where do I need to slow down? Three of Cups. I don't understand why I would need to slow down with the Three of Cups. I mean, I do belong to, well, I did belong to all these different groups, and maybe that, because I'm not a party animal. I don't drink, I don't go out, and I didn't then either. But maybe that was it, like, yeah, spreading yourself thin, maybe, with like different groups here and different groups that, like, maybe that, I don't know. What kind of neighbour are or were you? A depressed one? I don't know, I kept myself to myself. I still do. Like I say hi to my neighbours and, you know, that kind of thing, but I don't really go and join them for coffee. I only know 2 people's names in this building at the moment, because the third one moved away, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not depressed, and I don't have nightmares. I do try and help people who suffer from depression and you know, mental health issues. That's my job. I don't know. I don't know how that, unless you think of neighbour as being sort of more than the people who live quite near you. Your grown-up reputation. Ace of Wands. Someone who follows their passion, their, yeah, I don't know, I do, but I don't think that that is the reputation that I had. I don't think that that is how people saw me. I think they saw me more as being selfish and careless and uncaring, and but then the people over here, oh, I don't know. Your grown-up clique of friends. Yeah, this is sort of like a two way card, isn't it? It's either like feeling bored or meditation, like she's in sort of a meditative pose, and she's ignoring what's being offered. Yeah, my friends, like, I've always had sort of like woo-woo friends, people who are interested in like witchy stuff and meditation and like that sort of thing, like, and a self-help kind of situation. Yeah, I don't know. The boredom part I don't get, unless you call, like, you know, I haven't got anything to do today, let's chat with some people online. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, I did and I still do have a lot of people who are interested in like self-care and meditation and that sort of thing. Number 9, your first age-related reality check. The King of Pentacles. Now I was expecting, I don't know which card would be, I found my first grey hair. Like the King of Pentacles, he's got like his finances in order, and he's got his business sorted, and he's you know, he's where he wants to be. He's on top of things, isn't he? Maybe it's like a student loan or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I've only just paid it all back. So yeah, maybe that's part of it. Like, oh, I need to pay back my student loan, and it's ridiculous. Yeah, maybe it's that. I don't know. Something you did in your 30s that you felt too old to do. Too old to do. I felt I was too old to do this. The Ten of Wands. Look at that hair. She's amazing. The Ten of Wands is like, I have to do this myself. You know, I'm not asking for any help. I'm not trying to figure out how it's easier for me to do this. You know, I'm doing it all on my own. Everything's piled on top of me. I can't say no. Maybe I felt like I should be able to ask for help, and I should be able to like look into how I can make it easier for myself. I don't have to carry it all on my own. Yeah, I don't have to carry it all on my Did I feel too old to be doing that? To not be doing that? I don't know. But like that has been sort of like in my 30s. I did, when it came to sort of like my family and whatnot, I did feel like I had to do it all on my own. But thankfully, when, you know, over here, being with Ty and you know, we share everything together. Like, we do a lot together, and that feels great. Like, he's my partner in the broader sense of the word, and yeah, it's nice to not have to be this person. You don't have to carry it all, and you can share your burden. So yeah, and that is something that in my 30s, being with Ty and, you know, having that partnership, like, I don't like the word partner for like your significant other, but that, yeah, when relating to this card, yeah, to have someone to share your burden, to share your load, to you know, I can't do this all on my own, can you help me? And I suppose like asking for help, that has been yeah, that has been a one of the lessons in my 30s, that it's okay. You don't have to do it all on your own. Whew. That ended up a bit heavy going, didn't it? But then all of your tags like this have been like that cheeky, and I know like that all depends on your experiences and what you're willing to share and all that, but still. Ooh, I didn't realise I'm matchy. Although it's not quite the same colour, but it's green and green. Brilliant tag though, I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to watching other people do this tag as well. Right, if you want to be in for a chance of winning one of my free giveaways, put reading in the comments if you're a subscriber, that is. I will pull 3 names on the 21st. Entries end midnight on the 19th, so between the 19th and the 20th. This is British time. You can figure out what that time is in your own world. I don't know. Yeah, and you can do this as many times as you want throughout this advent calendar, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.